Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here to do the weekly reading for the lovely sign of Capricorn. Happy birthday, Capricorn. Whether your birthday's just gone or whether it's to come. Okay, we are going to use the Modern Witch Tarot for your reading. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Please remember the readings are only general. Sometimes I feel like a broken record, but I guess it's because people still comment underneath, you know, that something about the reading, and I worry that people sometimes take these readings far too seriously, and more so that they take them very, very seriously when they're not their reading. And I have had that happen where I've had to say to people, you know, because someone reads in the cards that your relationship is going to break down and you're in a healthy relationship, that doesn't mean your relationship is going to break down. It may not be your reading. But if you have serious doubts about your relationship or you're worried about your relationship, then it may give you cause to worry that something's going on. So you have to take these things with some sort of, I guess, grain of salt. But not everybody is able to discern what is rightfully theirs and what is not. So best to be checking out other aspects of your natal chart to see whether actually this is my reading or not. I read for Capricorn all the time, and as a Capricorn sun, I can tell you not always do the readings resonate with me. Sometimes they do. My Libra moon is far more dominant for me. I also come up in the Scorpio readings because I have Scorpio on the ascendant, so sometimes my Scorpio side is much more, I think, is probably more so. I'm Scorpio North Node too, so I feel like the older I get, the more Scorpionic I get, and that is my lesson here in life. I don't always resonate with some of the other planets, so I check now. So just check. If the reading resonates, though, make sure you give it a thumbs up. All right, so we have the Judgment card coming through. Now, the Judgment card is the card of rebirth. It's a card of doing things again. It's the universe saying, hey, you didn't get this right the first time around. We're going to take you on another run. It's the last card before the closing out of the world in the tarot, in the major arcana. It's very much this energy of redoing, reuniting, whatever it is. Reconciliation, can be any of the re's. There's been conflict here with this Five of Wands. You're conflicted on whether to take a chance on something or not here. Something is being presented to you here that's requiring you to perhaps have another go around. But I feel like here you are conflicted on this. We do have the Devil energy here, and I'm thinking here maybe the conflict is because this is the card of Capricorn. But the conflict here is you may be deciding whether this is something that you are feeling drawn towards in an unhealthy way. Maybe you are somehow considering whether it's worth giving another go because perhaps it's not the healthiest situation. The Devil energy can talk about addiction. It talks about extremes. It talks about ego. It talks of codependency, addiction. But it's a card of extremes. Whatever this is, it's something extreme. So I'm feeling here that you are reconsidering something here that has created some conflict for you on whether to try again with something. Because of codependency, something here that you feel is not healthy with this particular situation. There's an offer here, quite possibly from a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and it promises something beautiful. It promises you a new start here. But you're really conflicted about whether you should take this chance because it doesn't look healthy. Why? Maybe the other person has addictions. Maybe the other person is in their ego. Maybe the other person's in a place that isn't healthy. Maybe you are worried about codependency. Maybe you are worried that perhaps somehow or another this situation was built on lust rather than love. There could be a myriad of reasons coming through. There are a lot of Capricorns out there, and this story will not resonate with all of you. But whatever this situation is here, you are thinking it is not healthy for me. It is not healthy for us. Whatever it is, I am not sure that I want to give it another go. Conflict, mental conflict coming through strongly here. Let's get the story. All right, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio. The Death card talks of transformation. Okay, so maybe this situation is now looking different for you because you've been through some sort of change here, some sort of transformation. You've allowed something to die. Maybe you've allowed for codependency to die, but you're dealing with someone who's still codependent. It could be that you have been in situations where you have been trapped in a relationship that was toxic. Perhaps you feel this situation was toxic. Whatever this is here, you're allowing something to go. It no longer resonates with you. Okay, getting really good energy from this here. I'm getting it completely. All right. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming through. The universe is saying here with this Lovers card, look at this, all major arcanas, that the time is right for this now. The time is right for this, but I feel like with this Wheel of Fortune, you may be further on your journey than whoever you're dealing with here. I feel like you have learned the lesson here. I feel that you have come to peace here with something. But the Lovers card tells me that it's time to come together here. There's an energy of reuniting, of at least giving something a chance at rebirth after some sort of death here. The universe is now saying the karma is paid. But I feel like strongly like it's possible you could be in this situation where you have dealt with this past karma, past life karma, whatever it is for you. But I'm wondering here if your person is really ready for something yet. You may be turning someone away because they haven't quite reached this pinnacle. Let me just keep going. Yeah, Ten of Swords. There you go. Perhaps both of you have something to finish out here. Hanged Man as well. Holy dooly. Four of Pentacles. Yep, there is something you both need to let go of here. I was thinking it was just the other person, but I'm looking at this thinking, no, there needs to be something fall away for both of you here in order for this situation to move forward. There needs to be an ending. Okay, let me just keep going here. King of Swords coming through with the Five of Swords. Holy dooly, there's some energy here. Five of Pentacles. Some sadness here because I feel like you're dealing with someone who have to send on their way. I feel that there's a very strong feeling here that healing hasn't completely gone full circle here with this Wheel of Fortune. I feel that you're meant to be with this person, but something this person is showing you here that's still very immature. They could be quite verbally, I don't want to say, it's not really, doesn't feel like aggressive, but it certainly feels as though there's some sort of conflict here with this Five of Swords. But you're walking away from somebody here because of their inability to understand what's going on. I feel as though you've been waiting for this situation with this Lovers card. This is a very important event going down here. I feel that you have to turn someone away because you know that in this situation here you have felt that you are unhealed. And I feel that you know this person is unhealed as well. So something is coming back together, but prematurely. Why? Because you probably have done as much healing as you can on your own, and now you and this person need to come together to show or mirror each other the rest of your healing here. There's more healing to be done. All right, so we have some sort of reconciliation here. But I feel that there's a lot of internal conflict over this situation. I love that they're wearing masks in there. I always think, did they know about COVID back then? There is codependency, addiction, some sort of issue with egos. There's something here that is not quite right, and you're feeling it big time here. Somebody is making an offer, quite possibly a water sign, and there's an offer of love here. I do think that this situation does have potential. I do think this is meant to go for the long term. But I feel like here that something in this coming together, something in your soul's meeting, shows each of you or both of you that the healing is not quite completed. But I feel that you had to mirror that back to someone to really get them to understand. That's why this Tower keeps coming out all the time. There is something to do with coming into union with people at the moment that's going to create some sort of disruption for both parties emotionally. Some sort of recognition of not being where you need to be, but understanding you're meant to be with a person, but somehow or another mirroring back. Sort of fragments is what Spirit is talking about here. Fragments that have been left unhealed. So maybe knowing someone loves you a lot here with that Queen of Cups and the Lovers card. I think it's knowing someone really loves you, but understanding that you're both not ready for a situation yet. Okay. All right, what have we got? Oh, look at that. Do I need to say any more? Okay, that just makes me feel very sad. All right, we have the Emperor coming through here with the Knight of Wands and the Hierophant. This person wants a serious commitment here. This person is ready for commitment. This person is your dream come true. You've waited for them. You've waited for this offer. You've waited for this person. But now you've come into some sort of agreement here that you are both not ready, and you are walking away from each other to go away to do further healing. This is really heavy energy here. But you're still hanging on to something that needs to be let go of. There needs to be further healing here. Look at this. And a closing out of some sort of cycle. It's all part of this karmic journey that you're on here. But you are meant to be together. It's just that something has to die first. And I feel like both of you understand this because you're walking away from this situation. There's a lot of sadness here, but a recognition that you're not ready. All right, Capricorn, let's pull you a Wisdom of the Oracle card. Oop. Oh, okay, there you go. We have the card of Blessed, but we also have the card of Round and Round, and I think that's the important thing to see here. You may have been cycling with this person trying to heal, but you're not quite there yet. This is the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you are challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. There you go. The appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear you've gone backward, the truth is that you're standing at a higher level looking down at your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. So what I'm thinking here is that you've probably had some sort of going backwards and forwards with this person, either in a physical sense or in an emotional sense. But what's happening here is you're actually getting to see something from a different perspective, and you're realizing now that you haven't healed. But I also think your person's realizing the same thing. I think you long to be together. I think the passion is there. I think you have a very strong relationship, very strong soul tie here, extremely strong. But I feel that you're both understanding at the human level you're not ready for union. Are you wondering, how did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamics with others? Maybe a little too familiar. Don't be surprised that you found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person who may not look similar, but who attracted you because of your easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. Your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. You have been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plans for your evolution. You may have circled back to an accustomed spot, a familiar place, but that's fine as long as you get to do things again, only differently this time, for you have learned something of great value since the last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you're aware? Remain curious and stay out of the blame game. So there you go. So I feel like you're being shown that you haven't healed enough to move forward, but I feel that you've healed enough to recognize now that you haven't healed. I'll leave you with that one, Capricorn. Thank you.